Greetings. Welcome to the Kentucky Virtual Library training video on LearningExpress School Center for High School. We're going to start at kyvl.org and go to for K-12 students, choose High, and then scroll down to School Center. Now, LearningExpress is very different from everything else we have. This is about skills building. So to that end, each student needs their own account. They will need to register if they don't already have an account. Since I already have one, I'm going to log in. And what I will see first, if I've already been in LearningExpress and working in tutorials, if I've done anything with Job and Career Accelerator, worked on any tests or looked at computer courses, my most recent activity is going to be here in my center. And so I'll see that each time I log in, so it shows me my progress. What I want to do is go to School Center and choose High School. Areas covered are math, English language arts, science, social studies, and logic and reasoning skills. We are going to look at mathematics skills improvement today, the statistics and probability practices. Practices are tests which can often be approached in three modes. Simulation, which is a timed test, and not all have this option. There's a practice, which has answers that come at the end when the test is scored, or learners, which is a way to view answers during the test as the student goes along. So we're going to choose conditional probability and rules of probability practice 1. So it gives me an explanation about the test and how to take it. You see I have a simulation, practice, or learner mode, and it tells me that there are 10 questions. I'm going to leave it at practice mode and click Start Test. Just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to randomly choose some questions, choose some answers. I'm going to click Next. All right. So I've answered a few questions. At this point, I can save and finish later, and it will show up in my center the next time I log in, or I can score my test. And what I see here is out of 10 questions, I've answered 4. I've skipped number 4 and 6 through 10. If I'm okay with that, I can click Score, and for demonstration purposes, I'm going to do that. But if I want to go back and answer question 4, I can click on the 4, I can click on the 6, and I can go to that question. So I have a score of 1. It gives me the different topics and sections, tells me what I got correct, incorrect, what I skipped, and what my score was. And then depending on how well I did, or if I didn't do well, it's going to make recommendations. So these resources with the orange exclamation points are things that I need to review to improve my understanding of conditional probability and rules, the rules of probability. So I can go from here straight to the grade 8 statistics and probability practice and jump in that way. Okay, I'm going to go back to my center, School Center, High School, and under English Language Arts, Skills improvement, I'm going to choose the word analogies practice and choose the first one. Now at this point I could print this, so I can do this offline if I need to. So a teacher might want to give this as a quiz, or it might be a class activity, but I'm going to start the test. And I'm, for this one, going to choose my learner option so I can check my answers as I go along. And there are 20 total questions. All right, so particular is to fussy, as what is to subservient. So we'll choose that, and then I can check my answer. So it's going to tell me what's right, what's wrong, and why. So then I can go to the next question. I'm just going to randomly choose something and check my answer. If I don't have time to finish, I can click Save and Finish Later, and it goes to my center, or I can go ahead and score my test. But I am going to Save and Finish Later and click Save. Back to School Center High School. Let's look at tutorials. Now, tutorials take students through concepts and include exercises and quizzes. So let's look at the Math Skills Improvement tutorial, and we're going to choose the Basic Math tutorial. So all the tutorials have the same look and feel. Most have a pre-test and a post-test, and then they have different sections. Now, if I look at the pre-test, I have a timer running, and I'm just going to randomly answer some questions. All right. And I can score my test. Back to the tutorial. I have a table of contents here on the left with the different sections: number classification, operations with real numbers, properties of real numbers, and so on. Back to School Center, High School, and let's look at, I'm going to close without saving. Let's look at eBooks under English Language Arts. And so I have over 20 different eBooks to look at. We've got grammar and writing questions, critical reading questions, informational reading, goof-proof grammar, and more. Let's look at grammar success in 20 minutes a day. And these are all PDFs. So now this is almost 200 pages, so I would recommend you watch out for that before you have a student print this out or before you print it out. But it can be saved to a phone, to a tablet, to a computer. There isn't any digital rights management, so the student can download it as many times as they need to. The same for printing. And let's look at my center under my name. And this shows me what I have in progress. I've got word analogy practice and the conditional probability practice that I'm working on. And it also shows me that my most recent ebook that I downloaded was the Grammar Success in 20 Minutes a Day. If for any reason you need help, you can come to the kyvl.org page and choose the question mark in the blue circle upper right-hand corner. You can text us during the day. You can submit a question anytime. And if chat is online, you can initiate a chat for real-time help also during the day. This concludes the training video on LearningExpress School Center for High School. Let us know if you need any help. Thank you.